When I first visited campus, I just felt at home when I was here.
Just the atmosphere here, the professors and the students, it was just it's like a family atmosphere.
I felt pursued here as a student, from the admissions counseling to the soccer coach who came to my state quarterfinal games a couple of hours away. I knew that they wanted me, so I definitely felt like a person here coming on, not just another person giving tuition.
My twin brother Robert transferred here, and he said, "Richard, since you're not playing music anymore, you should think about transferring to LBC." I was looking through the degree program list, and I didn't see that they had a history degree, but I saw intercultural studies. History, intercultural studies, they're probably pretty related. And I came here, and I now know that they're nothing similar at all.
I was really looking for a program that had practitioners, so that my professors were doing the things they were teaching, and Capital definitely has that.
Well, growing up in the inner city in Lancaster, Lancaster Bible College had this program that still exists today that I was a part of when I came back in 2014, Christian Service. And my mentor, his name is George Athenius. His Christian Service was to be a part of Teen Haven ministry back in '81. And he just imparted Jesus into my life. I saw Jesus, heard the message hundreds of times growing up, but he modeled, and here I am. I haven't seen him in about 20 years, but he'll be at graduation.
The heart of LBC and the heart of servanthood and leadership in that way has really been tracked with me through the program, through very gracious professors who have walked alongside of me and encouraged me in my professional career and development through these years has been huge.
Like when you talk to any professor here, you just feel like they're breathing out Jesus.
Every professor prayed before, took prayer requests from the students, and that impacted me because it was like they really cared about what we were going through.
Everything was in a box. I had my church box, I had my school box, I had my friends, I had my classes, I had work, and I feel like God has really taught me how the Bible and himself are integrated into every part. Jesus breaks all boundaries, and I hope to carry that into the future with going into different public schools and into different classrooms.
It was rigorous, it was tough, especially grad program, taking all that fruit and everything I've learned and then applied it to the wisdom that came from a migrant worker, my mom, the wisest person I know, and you put all that together, I have a chance to impact people's lives.
God has used LBC to really guide my direction for what I wanted to do. Dr. Ed, Alvin Holt, to really pour into my life, speak into my life, and they've been missionaries overseas in Thailand and China. I know that I want to move in the direction of eventually working in the Horn of Africa with Somali Muslims.
God has done a pretty significant work in my life. I was working at Lancaster Bible College full time, and so that was a big, I think actually a big surprise to us to be called out of Lancaster Bible College as employees to now go out into the local church.
With my professional counseling degree, I hope to get a short-term job, probably as a behavioral assistant, and then go for my master's and possibly my PsyD or PhD in educational psychology, hoping to end up in school administration or even teaching at the collegiate level.
My goal is to try to go for my master's here at LBC because I feel comfortable, I feel at home, so I want to keep studying and continue technically perfecting the craft. Even though I'm already a senior pastor, what I always think is and believe is that we're always learning and growing. So I know that here at LBC I can still continue to learn and grow.
I plan to teach 5th grade long-term as a long-term sub, and I would like to continue on with my education at some point, go back for my master's. I would 100% absolutely choose LBC and do it all over again, and I'd probably do it again after that.
I want that PhD. I want the PhD.
Well, the first thing is graduate, right?